Hello, mighty companion. This is Earl Purdy, and I want to welcome you to A Course in Miracles, hardcore Course in Miracles. And we're going to be talking about healing. Is there any area in your life that you need a healing in right now? Is there any area of your body that needs a healing right now? Is there any area of your life that needs a healing right now? And how would you like to be healed and also let your healing be a part of everybody else's healing? Help create healing for everyone. So that's what we're going to be talking about from A Course in Miracles. I'm Earl Purdy. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to start out, to allow ourselves to get centered, we're going to start out with a song called Teach Only Love, for that is what you are. And it's going to be sung by Brother John Christmas. And you can get this music at www.johnchristmas.com, and you can download it for free. It's based on the teachings of A Course in Miracles. So let's go into another reality. Let's go into another way of looking at things. Let's have a real healing. Here we go. So I'd like to ask you to take a breath, relax. It's okay. Relax, 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 relax. Teach only love. That is what you are. Only love. Yes, that is what you are. Teach only love. Love is what you are. Breathe, breathe. Teach only love. Everywhere you go, teach only love. To everyone you know, teach only love. Love is what you are. Hey, yeah. Let me recognize the problem so the problem can be solved. Let me recognize the problem so the problem can be solved. Teach only love. Each and every day, teach only love. In your own special way, teach only love. Love is what you are. Welcome to Course in Miracles. Hardcore Course in Miracles. And we're going to talk about healing. And how do you have healing in every part of your life? Teach only love. That is what you are. Teach only love. Yeah, you're a shining star. Only love. That is what you are. Let me recognize the problem so the problem can be solved. Let me recognize the problem so the problem can be solved. Teach only love. Each and every day, teach only love. In each and every way, teach only love. Love is what you are. We're going to be on lesson 137. If you have the Course in Miracles book, we're going to be in the workbook. And we're going to be on lesson 137 in the blue book. And that's going to be in the workbook of A Course in Miracles. It's going to be on page 261. When I am healed, do you know when you are really healed, you are not healed by yourself. When you are happy, you're not happy alone. When you are experiencing love and health, you're not experiencing that alone. So our lesson is When I'm healed, I am not healed alone. Page 261 in the Course in Miracles workbook. The Course in Miracles has a workbook in it. It's 3 books in one. And it's lesson 137. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. I'm going to do the course in what I call plain language. Okay? I am your remembering coach. I'm your divine repetition teacher. I'm Earl Purdy. I've been a teacher and a student of A Course in Miracles for 43 years. And I've been teaching A Course in Miracles as my life work, my purpose, since 1987 full time, over 35 years. So I want to be a channel for love. I'm just here to be truly helpful. I'm here to represent spirit, truth, love that sent me. And so I know the Course taught me, the Course in Miracles taught me, I'm here only to be truly helpful. I'm here to represent God's spirit who sent me. I don't have to worry about what to say. I don't have to worry about what to do, because the spirit, the truth that sent me will direct me. And I will be healed as I let spirit teach me to heal. So we're going to talk about healing. Healing in any area of your life, but also especially physical healing. Sickness. Do you know the Course in Miracles teaches that sickness is any kind of lack of peace? So in any area of your life that you have a lack of peace in, according to the Course in Miracles, that's the area of your life that you're sick in. So this is the only thing I need you to remember. This is hardcore, and I'm especially directing these presentations, the hardcore Course in Miracles class, on Course in Miracles students, even though anybody's welcome to listen and watch, because you might benefit. There are guidelines to studying A Course in Miracles. And here's the guidelines. You need not believe the ideas. You need not accept the ideas. You need not even welcome the ideas that I give you from A Course in Miracles. Do you know that some of the ideas, especially in this lesson that I'm about to share with you, some of these ideas, you may actively resist some of these ideas. Some of these ideas you will probably find very hard to believe. So does that mean I am going to say something to you? I might say something to you that you find really hard to believe. I might tell you some things from A Course in Miracles that you don't believe, or that you find really hard to believe. Now, this is a good one. Some of the ideas may really startle you. I'm getting you up so I can see your comments. I want to make sure that I can see you. I say some of this stuff that I say, you may find hard to believe. We're going to get deep. Some of the ideas you may be startled by. What is it that the Course in Miracles is not asking you to do? The Course in Miracles is not it's not asking you to judge or analyze the ideas. We are not going to analyze A Course in Miracles. Our goal is to hear and to remember what it's saying. If you want to know if this works, if you want to know if the Course in Miracles teachings are true, what would you have to do? If you want to know whether or not what I'm saying from A Course in Miracles really works, you have to use these ideas. Use these ideas. Apply these ideas. What's going to happen if you apply these ideas? I teach in a question and answer format. If you use these ideas, you will learn and you will see that the ideas are true in A Course in Miracles, that what it's saying is true if you use the ideas, not if you analyze the ideas. So we're going to start out on lesson 137, when I am healed, I am not healed alone, and we're going to start at paragraph 4 on page 261 in the Course in Miracles workbook. Paragraph 4. Now, the key to benefiting from the Course in Miracles is that it says many times in the book, read me slowly. All you need is the application of one of these ideas to change your whole perception of your life so that you can have more peace no matter what you're going through right now. Let me give you an example. Paragraph 4 says, sickness, what is it that it says? Sickness would prove that lies must be the truth. So if you have a sickness right now, if you have any area of your life in that you feel fear in, a conflict in, then that sickness, the purpose of that sickness is to make you think that you're being able to be happy, you're being able to be healthy, that you are a spiritual being, that is not the truth. So what is the purpose of sickness? To prove to you that you are not healthy, healed, and whole. So what happens when you experience a true healing? What happens when you experience true love? What happens when you experience a true healing? Well, a true healing demonstrates that the truth is true. If the truth that we're studying is telling us that we deserve healing and health and happiness, then anytime you experience a real healing, it's going to demonstrate to you that the love and the truth that you're studying is true. When you have a true healing, it is a demonstration that the truth that you're studying is true. And the truth that you're studying teaches you that healing and love and health and happiness, that should be your natural state. Your natural state is to be healed, to be whole, and to be happy. That's your natural state. Your natural state is to be healed, to be whole, to be happy. And so, do you know that that means a true healing, a real healing, demonstrates that what you are learning is the truth? Okay, so the purpose of unhappiness and sickness is to make you think that the truth that you're studying, that you can really be happy and whole, that that's a lie, that that's not true. When you are experiencing peace and prosperity and oneness and connectedness, that means you can really accept that the truth is true. So what is it that has never happened? What is it that has never happened? What is it that's a lie? The separation that sickness would impose has never really happened. Your real self, do you know that your real self, your true self, your God self, your divine self can never get sick? Your real self can never experience a lack of abundance. Your real self can never be lonely, can never be afraid. Your real self can never be separate. So I'm going to tell you that that separation that you feel when you feel sick, or that separation that you feel when you feel unhappy, you know how when you feel, you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're unhappy, or when you're in pain, or when you're hurting yourself. Like I accidentally hit my nose, which is kind of freaky today. And boy, that hurt the body, okay? And the first thing that went through my mind was, this is me trying to convince myself that I'm a body. This pain that I feel in my nose right now, the purpose of the pain that I'm going through, I'm not kidding. This is the way I talk to myself from having studied the Course, because the Course in Miracles tells you how to talk to yourself so that you can experience a healing. And so when I have physical pain, because I've studied the Course and I remember what it's teaching me, then when I have anything that causes me pain, I tell myself, okay, this pain that I'm going through right now, is this purpose of this pain is to make me believe that I am this fragile physical body that has a nose that just got hurt. So I must be this physical body. Sickness makes you feel separate, because did nobody else feel my nose injury? It seemed like nobody else, my nose got hit, and you didn't feel it, did you? Okay, so the fact that you didn't feel it, but I did, well, don't you see how that could make me think you must be totally separate from me? I went through that pain, you didn't feel it, so how could we be one with each other? So the purpose of sickness or any kind of unhappiness is to make you think you are all alone, feeling things that nobody else feels, so therefore, or nobody else is going through, so you must be separate. That's the purpose of any sickness or unhappiness of any kind, of any type. So that sentence, the separation sickness would impose, has never really happened. What is that sentence saying? I don't care how much pain my nose might have felt. I don't care how deep the sickness or unhappiness that you're going through. It still doesn't change the fact that you are still absolutely one and joined and connected to everything and everybody. It may not look like you and me are connected. It may seem like I felt some pain in my nose that you didn't feel, but it still doesn't change the fact that you and I are joined. You and I are one. See, it doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't change the truth. That's what that, so let's go back to that sentence. The separation sickness would impose has never really happened. So what do you need to do to be healed? What do you need to do to be healed? What do you need to do to have that situation healed? What do you need to do to have your body healed? What do you need to do to have your spiritual situation healed? What do you need to do to have your financial situation healed? What do you need to do to have your relationship healed? What do you need to do to have a healing? What do you need to do to be healed? There it is, right there on the page. To be healed is merely to accept what always was the simple truth. So when will a person be healed? When they accept the truth. When you really accept the truth, you will be healed. And until you truly accept the truth, you won't think you have been healed. So if it looks like you haven't had that situation healed, does that mean that you have not accepted what always was the simple truth and always will remain exactly as it has forever been? So what is it? What is it you have to do to be healed? Take it slow. Take it slow. There's no rush. We'll get to, we'll get to, wherever we are at the end of the session, that'll be where we are. Because I'll say it again. You only have to really and truly accept one truth, one sentence, and it will lead you to the truth of the whole thing. So what is it to be healed? You need to accept the truth. Accept the truth. Accept. If you are a Course in Miracles student and you have accepted the Course in Miracles as your path to God, to peace, to healing, then the way for you to be healed would be to accept the truth as it's coming to you through your spiritual path, which is the Course in Miracles. But this is true for anybody. If you want to be healed, if you want all your fear, all your guilt, all your grievances, all your lack, all your sense of separation from God, separation from your happiness, then it says to be healed is to accept the simple truth. And if it's the truth, what is the true thing about the truth? The truth will always remain exactly the way it's always been. The truth never changes. The truth you can count on, because the truth, what's the truth, is totally consistent. Love is the truth, so it means true love is totally consistent. Take a breath. I'm not going to speed through this. I'm so glad you're here. Take the Course in Miracles slowly. Take it one step at a time. Take it one sentence at a time. Okay. Trying to make sure that I can see what you're saying. All right. So what kind of eyes do you have? Well, let's look at the next sentence. It says, yet eyes accustomed to illusions. Your eyes are accustomed to looking at illusions. So that means your eyes are accustomed to looking at fear and separation. Your eyes are used to looking at things that are not true. So since you and I are accustomed to illusions, we're accustomed to seeing fear and anger and conflict and disagreements and lack. The Course says we're used to looking at things that don't last. We are used to looking at temporary things. Don't you know that everything that you look at with your physical eye is a temporary thing? Everything you're looking at with your physical eyes and everything that you experience with your physical senses is temporary. So the Course in Miracles says anything that is impermanent is not something that's ultimately true or ultimately real. Because for something to be real, it has to always be there. Something that's real is something that's permanent. It doesn't come and go. So your eyes and my eyes are accustomed to looking at illusions. We are accustomed to looking at impermanent things. So what is it that you need? What is it that I need? He says, so you must be shown that what you are looking at is false. I'm accustomed to looking at things through my physical eyes that don't last. I'm accustomed to even seeing sickness. So somebody needs to show me that sickness is false. I need to be shown, and you need to be shown, that your fears are false. Any pain, any sickness that you're going through is false, because it's when you accept that it's false. But what does that mean? False means impermanent. It's an illusion, means it doesn't last permanently. So you need to be shown that whatever's causing you discomfort or fear or pain in your life, you need to be shown that that is not going to last forever. Nobody can be in pain forever. No one can be sick forever. There's nothing in this world that is forever that you see through your physical senses. So someone needs to show us that what we're looking at is that lack that you're looking at, or that sickness, or that pain, or that loneliness, or that unhappiness. It is not true, because what is true is going to last forever. What is not true is temporary. So healing is never really needed by the truth. The truth doesn't have to be healed. God doesn't need to be healed. If you are being your true self, your spiritual self, your God self, your divine self, it doesn't need to be healed, because your divine self never gets sick. It never experiences guilt or unhappiness. Your real self, your divine self, never knows fear. So it's not the well part of you that needs the Course in Miracles. It's not the part of you that is healed and happy that needs to be healed. It's the part of you that's crazy that needs to be healed. It's the part of your mind that's full of fear and separation and unhappiness. That's the part of your mind that needs to be healed. So healing, what is it that a true healing is going to demonstrate? A true healing is going to demonstrate that sickness is not real. That what you're going through that's causing you pain is not going to be permanent. No pain is permanent. Even if a person went through the transition that we call death, and they were very, very sick and in a whole lot of pain, and then like that's what happened with my mother. You know, my mother's body, before she made her transition, was going through so much pain that when she made her transition, she was no longer in pain. So her pain was not permanent, even if her body was laid down. So I'm telling you, there is absolutely nothing that anybody is going through in this world that they are going to go through that pain forever. There is no such thing as being in hell forever. There's no such thing as an eternal damnation, an eternal hell, an eternal fear, because nothing in this world, you know this is the truth. You know this is the truth. There's not a thing in this world of perception that is permanent. So So healing would demonstrate that the sickness is not real. So when you ask to have a healing, whether it's a physical healing or an emotional healing or a mental healing or a spiritual healing, what you want to say to the universe, what you want to say to spirit is, I would like you to demonstrate that this sickness is not real. I would like you to demonstrate that my financial lack is not real. See, healing is the demonstration that sickness or fear or anything that's causing you unhappiness isn't real. So you want to ask to have a demonstration. See, I'm asking, for instance, I'm saying, I am asking for a demonstration that the pain that I went through with my nose being injured is not real. I'm asking for the universe to demonstrate that the pain that I'm going through, in the pain that my body is going through, the pain that I'm experiencing in my nose is not real. I want it to be demonstrated to me that this pain is not something that's going to last. I want the universe to demonstrate to me that the cancer that I am experiencing, I'm just using this as an example. I don't have cancer. I got other stuff, okay? We all got stuff. But my point is, I'm using this as examples. I want healing to demonstrate my financial problems are not real, that they do not last forever, that this relationship that's causing pain, and I'm experiencing pain through, I'm asking that I experience the demonstration that this loneliness and pain that I'm going through in my marriage is not going to last forever, that it is not real. Because according to the Course in Miracles, the only thing that is real is something that you can depend on all the time, consistently, permanently. It doesn't come and go. Okay, so I'm trying not to say that word so much when I listen back and watch. That was one paragraph. That was one paragraph. And I didn't analyze it. If you'll notice, I didn't analyze it. I didn't analyze anything the Course said. Go back. What is the first sentence? Well, when you get sick, that sickness is trying to prove to you that the sickness really is real, and the truth that says you are not something that can really get sick, that's a lie. Anytime you have a healing, which is any form of peace, then that's demonstrating that the truth, which is only love exists, only peace exists, is true. I don't care how separate a person feels. I don't care how sick a person thinks that they are. It still doesn't change the fact that they, in their real divine nature, that person is still whole, that person is still spirit, that person is still more than their physical body, and that person that's sick is more than their physical body, and they have a divine nature that will never get sick and that has never gotten sick. So to be healed, you just must, at some point, you get to the point that you believe that you believe that you're spirit, that you believe that in other words, my nose, and I like to use physical things because that's the truth. I accidentally hit my nose. Okay, so my nose was hurting. Okay, it doesn't matter how much my nose hurts. It still doesn't change the fact that I'm not my nose. I'm not this body. I'm not this body. I'm not this body that's experiencing this pain. But I can give myself pain, and that pain can make me think that I must be this physical body that's separate from you because you're not feeling the pain. See, you're not feeling what I'm going through. So it looks like you must be separate from me. But then that would make the truth that we're studying a lie. Because the truth that we're studying, what is it that the truth that we're studying always says? The truth that we're studying always says, you are one. You are joined. You are connected with all that is. You are one with everything and everyone. The truth says it all the time. You are one. You are one. You are joined. You are connected. You are one. You are one. You are really one. We're not separate. We're all connected. We're all connected. We're all connected. Okay, well, if we're all connected, why didn't you feel my pain when I had my nose injury, right? You didn't scream. You didn't grab your face. You wouldn't have never known it even happened if I hadn't told you. So what is the purpose of that? To make us believe that we are separate from each other, that we're not connected to each other. Because it looks like if you were connected to me, you would have felt it. But you didn't feel the pain. So it means we must be separate. So sickness and pain comes from the belief that you are separate. The more you think you're separate from me, the more you're opening yourself up, and I'm opening myself up to some form of sickness, pain, or lack. That's what the Course in Miracles is saying. But don't forget, the Course in Miracles also said, you need not believe the ideas, you need not accept the ideas, you need not even welcome the ideas. Some of the ideas you may actively resist, some of the ideas you will find hard to believe, some of the ideas may seem to be quite startling. You are not asked to judge the ideas at all. Their use will give the ideas meaning to you and will show you that the ideas are true. Okay, so what would be me using the ideas? Me using the ideas would be when I hit my nose, if I told myself, this is my attempt to make myself believe that the truth isn't true. If I want to be healed from this pain, I need to accept that what the Course just told me was true, that the truth is true. See, using the ideas, what does that mean? Using the ideas means I'm going to use the interpretations of what I'm going through that A Course in Miracles teaches me. If I'm a Course in Miracles student, I'm going to use the Course in Miracles interpretations of what the Course says my pain or my sickness means. So therefore, the pain that I went through when I hit my nose, the purpose of that pain was to make me think that I'm separate from everything and everybody because I'm feeling some pain that nobody else is feeling. So I got to remind myself that that's a trick, that it's a trick for me to think that just because everybody else didn't react with pain, that I'm separate from them. I am connected to everybody regardless of how separate I seem to be. You and I are joined regardless of how different and separate we seem to be from each other. So to be healed means that you would be willing to accept that truth, that you would be willing to accept that any pain and any sickness absolutely doesn't change the truth about your eternal, internal, divine, real self. No matter what it looks like you're going through in the body, no matter what it looks like you're going through in your body, no matter what it looks like you're going through in your life right now, the truth is you are still healed, you are still whole, you are still spirit. And pain is an illusion in the sense that pain is not something that is permanent, because what is permanent, that's what's real. So if it's not permanent, it doesn't fit the Course in Miracles definition of real. So when the Course says your pain is not real, it means that your pain is temporary and impermanent, because no pain lasts forever. Do you know that if somebody is going through, if you're in a situation that you are feeling a lot of, that your body is going through a lot of physical pain, and it got more and more painful, you would black out. If the pain can get so intense sometimes, like if a person's injured in a car accident, they can be in so much pain that they just pass out. Why? Because love created everything. So love says there's a limit on how much I'm going to let you suffer. Before I let you feel complete, total pain all the time, you will just black out. That's what I mean. No, if it's not real, it cannot last. If the pain isn't real, then you are going to be healed of it. Because The only thing that's real is love. The only thing that's real is health and healing and happiness and love and freedom. Those are the only things that are real. Everything else is temporary. So to be healed, what would to be healed mean? To be healed means you would accept what I just told you as true. Because it's true whether you accept it or not. You do not determine what's true and real. I do not determine what's true or real. It's kind of arrogant to believe that you could actually determine what's true and what's not, and I could determine that. So there are things that are true, no matter whether you believe it or not. So healing, what is healing? Now this is really deep. I was really deep. Healing is not, now listen, I tell you what, this is so deep that I'm going to make sure that I'm not rushing through that. What I want to do is make sure that you can use the ideas that we've heard so far. Now let me look at, I want you to breathe. Whenever you don't hear me talking, I just want you to take a minute to breathe. Because this is a lot to integrate, right? This is a lot to integrate. So here we go. If you're going through some type of pain or suffering in any area of your life right now, I'm going to tell you how you will get past that pain and suffering. Would you like to know? Okay. First thing you have to do would be for you to realize that in your sickness, in your unhappiness, what a part of your mind is really trying to do is make God or the truth out of a lie. See, this truth stuff that we keep studying, keep saying you are free, you are innocent, you are loved, you are not alone, God is real, you are spirit, you are an eternal being that lives forever. You are more than your body. You are free. So this truth stuff keeps on giving us all this love, telling we just all experience love, that we are loved, that we have wealth and abundance. It keeps telling all this stuff, right? Saying all this stuff. But if the truth teaches you that you are abundant and looks like you can't hardly pay your bills, well, then that would make that truth that you are abundant seem like a what? Lie. If the truth keeps telling me that I am whole and healed and invulnerable, but I injured my nose, then that makes that seem like a lie. But whether you believe that's true about you or not, it's still true about you. You are free. You are spirit. You are abundant. You are loved. You are loved. You are eternal. You are healed. You are healing. You are loving. You are loved. You are lovable. You are healthy. Everything else that you experience that's not that, it's you trying to convince yourself that all the things I just said about how powerful and loving you are is not true. So when you tell yourself that, what are you doing? You are healing because you're telling yourself the truth. Let me go back to my nose again, because I want to make this practical. Every time I tell myself that the pain in my nose is just a trick to make me think that I'm just a physical body, I'm healing it. That's what causes healing. What causes healing is to accept the truth. Now, does that mean that I wouldn't have gone to the minor emergency clinic if I needed to? No. If I thought I needed to go to the minor emergency clinic because I really injured it really, really bad, then I go to the minor emergency clinic. I let them do help me externally, any kind of way that they can help me. But I would still tell myself the whole time, this is a trick to try to make me think that I'm not an unlimited spiritual being. This is a trick. This pain that I'm going through is a trick. This lack that you're going through is a trick. It's a trick to make you think you are not healed and whole. So to be healed is to accept the simple truth. Okay, there's a special exercise recap listening that we're going to do. So hang in there. Okay, we'll be finished within we almost at the end. Okay, hang in there. I am a full-time Course in Miracles teacher. If you'd like to make a financial expression of appreciation, a donation to my teaching ministry, then you can use Venmo, the Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. And you can go to my website, www.earlpurdy, P-U-R-D-Y, earlpurdy.com. And you can also make a donation there. Earl Purdy at earlpurdy.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm available for one-on-one personal sessions called Clarity Sessions. If you like to have a personal session called one of my Clarity Sessions, you can go to my website, earlpurdy.com. It will explain in detail my services, and you can self-book an appointment with me, a session with me, right from my website. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to give you the benefit of 4 decades of studying metaphysics and the truth and the Course in Miracles. And I've also been a practitioner of astrology and numerology, and that's also available. On Sundays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time on Facebook Live on the Earl Purdy page, you can see another Facebook Live that I do on A Course in Miracles. If you're in the Denver, Colorado area, then you can attend in person. I'm at 1555 Race Street, 1555 Race Street, here in Denver, Colorado, 80206. Love to have you in person, and it's also online. On Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I do Hardcore Course in Miracles, which is what you're watching right now. That is only online, okay? I have my classes uploaded to YouTube as well as Facebook. I have hundreds and hundreds of classes on YouTube and on Facebook. So I just want you to know that you should listen and watch at least 4 times, because it's through the repetition, it's through the remembering, it's through the remembering what to tell yourself. That's how you have the healing, because no sickness is real means that if it's something that's temporary or impermanent, from A Course in Miracles definition, that thing is not real. We think God is real because we believe God will always exist. If you believe that the Creator is real, then you're saying, I believe the Creator has always been, the Creator is now, and the Creator will always be. So does that mean that something that's real is something that's permanent, consistent, dependable? Yes. You will never know what true security feels like if you think you can lose, if you think everything that's important to you and makes you safe, that you love, could be lost. How could you ever really, really feel secure? So real security is based on getting in touch with what's real. And the Course in Miracles, what is the purpose of the Course in Miracles? The purpose of the Course in Miracles is to undo everything that keeps you from recognizing love and truth and happiness. The Course in Miracles is trying to get rid of the blocks and the thoughts and the beliefs that you have that blocks your good. It's an undoing. The Course in Miracles is an undoing. It's not a doing. It's an undoing. So here we go. Now I want you to close your eyes if you're somewhere that you can safely do that. If not, just breathe and let yourself hear, but don't analyze. Just let yourself hear. So what you're going through, what a person is going through, whatever pain that you think you're going through, whatever kind of sickness that you think you're going through, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Because you don't have to experience it permanently. Any kind of pain or sickness, it's trying to prove that the truth that you are loved and that you're powerful and that you're a spirit, it's trying to prove that that's not true. That's what your sickness and pain and lack is. It's trying to prove to you that you can't be happy, that you can't be powerful, that you can't have peace. And when you have a true healing, you're going to see that what I just told you is true. That's a true healing. How can you know when you're having a true healing? You can know when you're having a true healing because you will see that love is true. You will see that God is true. You will see that your freedom is true. You will see that your health is true. So ask Spirit to show you, to demonstrate to you that the truth is true. If you want a healing in any area of your life right now, including your physical body, ask the universe, demonstrate truth is true. Demonstrate the truth is true. Demonstrate the truth is true. Demonstrate the truth is true. Ask God, ask the Creator, ask the Creator, ask the universe. Say, demonstrate that truth is true. Demonstrate that my health is true. Demonstrate that my joy is true. Demonstrate that oneness is true. Demonstrate that healing is true. That's how you give yourself a healing. And the separation and the unhappiness and the fear that what you're going through may be imposing on you, you still are joined with me. We still are connected to Source. So to be healed, accept the truth to be healed. Accept the truth to be healed. Learn what the truth is. Learn what the truth is and accept it to be healed. Accept the truth. And everything that I have been sharing with you from A Course in Miracles, for those who are Course in Miracles students, it's the truth. Whenever I pause, that's when you're supposed to be breathing. Do you want a healing in that situation or circumstance that you think you're going through? Accept the truth. Accept the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that no matter what you're going through, you are still loved. The truth is that no matter what you're going through, you have health and healing within you. No matter what you're going through, you still have an abundant nature inside of you. To be healed, accept the truth. You've gotten used to looking at and you've gotten used to believing what the world teaches you, that you are basically a body and a victim. You're not a body, you're not a victim, you're not a body, you're not a victim, you're not a body, you're not a victim. You are the holy child of God, the holy child of love. You are spirit, 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 not a body. You are spirit, not a body. You are spirit, not a body. But your eyes have gotten accustomed to looking at separation. Your eyes have gotten accustomed to looking at the physical. Your eyes have gotten accustomed to looking at the physical. Your eyes have gotten accustomed to looking at things that are temporary. There's nothing that you see with your physical senses that lasts forever. There is nothing that you see with your physical senses that lasts forever. You know that. You know that there's not anything that you're looking at right now that is permanent. So that is what the Course in Miracles defines as an illusion. An illusion is something by definition that is not real, something that does not last. You've gotten used to that. You've gotten used to looking at things the way the world has taught you to look at things. You've gotten used to looking at things the way sometimes fear tells you to look at it. Sure, you have some times that it looks like you look through your eyes and you see stuff that makes you happy. But nothing that you're looking at, even the stuff that makes you happy, none of that is permanent. None of it will last forever. That's why you call it an illusion. You call it an illusion because the only thing that's real is the oneness, the creator, us, the divine, who we really are. So somebody's got to show you that what you're looking at is not the truth. The Course in Miracles is saying to us, Jesus of A Course in Miracles, and I say Jesus of A Course in Miracles, that Jesus is telling us that we need to be shown that that sickness that we see is false, that lack that we see. If you have an illness or a disease, you don't want it to be real. You want to see that it's not real, that it's something that will not last forever, that your loneliness is unreal, which means your loneliness is something that will not last forever, because the only thing that lasts forever is something that's real. And if it doesn't last forever, it's an illusion. It's not real. And there's not a thing that you see with your physical senses that is permanent. You know that that's the truth. So you must be shown that your fears are false, your anxieties are false, your lack is false, the sickness is false, the unhappiness is false, the depression, the anxiety, whatever you're going through that's causing you upset. You want to be shown that it is not permanent. I want to know that this problem that I'm having is not permanent. I want to see that this pain that I'm going through is not permanent. I want to see that that lack is not permanent. This upset is not permanent. That means that I want to see that it is not real. So healing demonstrates that that sickness and that pain and that fear is not permanent, and so it is not real. These are the thoughts that the Course in Miracles is saying that a person must use in order to allow themselves to be healed. Does it sound different from what we've been taught? Then that might mean it has a great chance of working, because you already think of it. You already know what it's like to believe what the world believes. So you already experienced, that's why you're sick. It's because unhappy. It's because there's some part of you believing what a fearful mind believes. But what about these thoughts? Be honest with yourself. How many times have you used this kind of explanation for your sickness or unhappiness? Right? Use the ideas. Mighty companion, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Please share these videos. Please share these videos. That's the best way to get them out there, is through us doing it together. Please share these videos. Watch this class or listen to this class at least 4 times, because it's through the repetition and remembering the ideas that you can use the ideas. Take a breath. Let's have 30 seconds together. Take a breath. I appreciate you. 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 To be healed, accept the truth. 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 Sickness is a defense against the truth. When you are healed, you are not healed alone. When you are healed, you are not healed alone. Do it for everybody. Do this for your friends, your relatives, those you love. Do this for everyone. When you focus on the truth, you are helping to heal everyone. Mighty companion, I appreciate you. Thank you for remembering with me. And please share the video, and may the course be with you. All you need is my email address, Earl Purdy at earlpurdy.com, if you like to share. Love you.